Hey, Hayden, how are you?
Excellent, thank you.
Had a good night's sleep?
Um, More or less, more or less.
Better than no sleep.
Mm.
Mm.
I was doing stuff last night, so I stayed. I slept on the couch. So, but I heard Maddie. She was awake when I was trying to get to bed. So went and like shushed her about up to midnight, and then I've been up since five o'clock this morning.
Fun and games.
Yeah, man.
Don't get too behind on your sleep. You'll something will break if that happens.
Yeah. No, I fell asleep watching the tennis for a little bit when I put her down for a sleep. Um. Anyway, uh, I got swimming lessons for her today, so hopefully we get a quick move because I can't stay too late. It's the first swimming lesson. We've got to get down there a little bit early. How do you guys go? So we saw some that awaited letter or news came in, and we've just like that move on Wednesday. We've just reversed all of it, just back to where we started. So looks like it's just downside now. So it should be a fairly standard day. Um, Trump issued a letter for what was it? What was it? So it was 35% in Canada. What did I read? Oh yeah, GDP as well came in. They missed, so they were expecting 0.1, came in minus zero point 0.1. So pounds taking a bit of a hit. That's a minute chart though, so I wouldn't like. It's not too much. It's only 15 pips. So make it look bigger than it is. Oh, see Bitcoin. See Bitcoin at 118. Look at this, man. It's just pumped 6% just in a few hours. So the price discovery is on. Look at this, just straight up crazy, 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 crazy. So yeah, it was EU members in Canada to get tariff letters by Friday. Maybe there wasn't a number. Maybe it was. Yeah, I don't think it was a specific number actually for Europe, but I think they said it was going to be about 20%. I think 20%, unless they come up with a deal by August 1st. But he appeared on TV apparently talking about it. So must have been around 7, 8 o'clock US time. So in the Asia session, and this is where we saw price just tumble. So I was really dirty at price on Wednesday, taking that loss, but it's paid back. Um, yeah, recovered. So I don't know why, but it's funny. It's funny how even on a day like Wednesday, there were two things that happened, and it put me on a bit of tilt. So one was I took a loss, and that didn't break my streak, but it like I've taken, I'm not gonna lie, I take losses, and I have losing sessions, but I normally make it back in either either a course of a few trades, make money in the London session, and then I'll have a bit of a dabble in New York session, and I'll either make some or I'll give a little back. But if I make some in the session, like I don't really have many losing overall total losing days, and I hadn't had one for about 2.5 weeks, and taking a loss when price just did this, and just ground up higher. Like it was pretty annoying. Um, it was very frustrating price action. But then New York session on that same day, on the Wednesday, this day here, I had a buy limit set, literally like there, to trade back up, and it missed by it just missed it. So I was a little bit dirty of it, and then price pushed up, and I FOMO'd in like up here somewhere. And then I sat through all this drawdown, and then price started pushing up, and eventually I got into profit. But then I just thought I had enough of this, and I exited here. So for very little profit in the whole scheme of things. So I made some back. I made about a third of what I lost in the London session. So it's not I'm not talking big percentages at all. I'm talking like down 1% for the day, and then I made back like a third of it. So, but missing the entry, having a loss in London, breaking the winning streak, FOMOing in, and then just sort of breaking my rules, just really kind of set me off. As in, like I was tired on that day, really tired by that stage. So it was I was just frustrated, and I can tell when I'm frustrated that I shouldn't trade. So I just left it, and then just went through my normal system to reset myself, and that is just leave it alone. Just ignore price for a bit. Do things that you like to do, and then once you feel a bit more calm, then I'll just have a look and I'll just think about what's happened, and that was trying to make sense of the move without even trying to trade. And then by Thursday morning, everything was all good again. So then yesterday was a very good day, but today's been wild, absolutely wild. Anyway, yesterday, so how did you guys get on? I can remember I was talking about how didn't want to take buys, and price we had consolidated. It was a very slow session for London session, very annoying. And then price pushed down, and I was saying that I would like to see a retest of this area, and if it retests this area and it's looking like it's going to go down, then to look for it to keep on going down, and then just retest some of these earlier areas. So I didn't get much on this one. I got 100 pips, so I'm very pleased getting 100 pip trade, or nearly. It was about 85 pips, but it just kept on falling. I wish I was part of this, but I thought, well, the easy low-hanging fruit is me to target this area. So that was where my target was, like this little area of demand before price pushed up, made a high. So ultimately, just retesting this area. Price dipped down, pushed up, failed to make a new high. Price came down, retested, and then once it hit here, another confirmation. So once price was moving down, I secured it, as in I just reduced my risk. Then I didn't move fully to break even, but I moved my stop up. Stop down close to my entry. There's a 15-minute candle, which was lovely, and I kind of missed the opportunity to scale in, but it was this candle here. I was coming back from the soft play gym with Maddie when I saw this, and then just driving home, then I had to like sort out her lunch straight away, and prices were already starting to push down. I was like, oh bugger, is that, after seeing that candle there, that would have been a really great opportunity to have scaled in with pretty. What I was saying, like, remember I said yesterday, you can enter and then you can scale in and just like move your stops to like halfway between your two entries, and that's another way of like, I've scaled in, added more volume, but it's at most I risk a break even. Anyway, it was a missed opportunity there, but overall yesterday was very good. And then NAS as well. NAS I cleaned up on NAS. I did the exact same thing yesterday. That same level that I was looking at, where I was saying like the pending order was like sat underneath here, and to trade up, this one filled it. That one filled it. So absolutely cleaned up yesterday on NAS. So it was a very, very good day. And the one thing I really liked about this is remember that if we look at the Indy for the session Indy, what was really nice about that wick, I was on the, this is when I was like, I woke up just at the right time, when my alert went off when I was watching the tennis yesterday. So I had to sleep, made it to bed, and then just look at this lovely zone across here. Just so nice when you look at it like that way. That we've got this entire New York session pump from yesterday. From Wednesday. We've got like a whole bunch of demand areas inside of here, and then this candle sweeping it. Admittedly, I jumped in and I was in drawdown for a little bit, whilst it like I did a cowboy trade into it, and it did stay down here for some time. So I jumped in on the trade and it sort of pushed up, and then it came down, and then so I had to like sit through a lot of this. But then as price started pushing up and up and up, I scaled in. Just a smaller position though than my entry, and I was targeting just this area. This made sense to, like, that was just, doesn't make, like, there's literally no news that caused that, and that was just a liquidity grab. It made sense that it was just clean candles down. Eventually it just refilled that whole thing. So very, very nice session yesterday. Now, yeah, how did you guys get on? You're very, very quiet, guys.
Yeah, I was flat yesterday. Gave back a bit in New York, but decent week so far. I was just looking at the weekly on German. Hayden, are you anticipating it's going to close as a big rejection there? I was
Yeah.
I was thinking about buys from lower.
We need to wait to see what this now that Europe's in Trump's sights. I think it's going to be really difficult for them to. I'm not sure how much it goes down, but I can't imagine that we're going to be like super bullish with this news.
Yeah, I was just looking at where the weekly candle, anticipating where the weekly candle is going to finish. I think after we had such a strong break of the high, and given that we're nowhere near the previous weekly was it was a manipulation candle. We haven't manipulated the bottom of that candle yet. So I just can't see us coming all the way back down in one day again.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's a long way for it to go down. So anything can happen, though. We'll have to see with what happens in the New York session, because it said the letter's going to go out, but it also, I guess they're just going to have to wait and see what the fallout is, because this can lead to money being sat on the sideline and then just waiting to see if it's as bad as they think, or if it's just a negotiation tactic. Like there could be lots of ways that it's going to interpret this news. So I'm pretty hesitant to. I'm hesitant to predict what it's going to do, because anything could happen between now and end of New York session. And
yeah, I feel like we missed the shorts already, and looking to sell from the top of euro. Well, if you look at the top of euro, there's a nice FU on the 1 hour there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that would have been a nice sell entry after that.
Yeah. I was looking at sells, and I've been up since 5. So when the price is coming down, I was like,
I couldn't get in.
It's just the spread pisses me off about that time as well.
Yeah.
So I look at it, I'm like,
on Pepperstone.
Yeah, so Pepperstone was around. I mean, it's moved down since 7. I didn't want to do anything before 7, so since 7 now. I started the stream 15 minutes ago, so that was sat here. It had moved down 16 pips, but my spread would have been closer to 4. I know I'd still be in profit by 12 pips, but it's just.
Yeah, it's 4 pips on the entry, 4 pips on the exit. It's a lot.
Yeah, so I just didn't want to like on BLACKBULL, where I was talking yesterday, they're 1.6. which at the same time. So I was like, well, maybe I could do it on this one. And the prop account was around. Prop account was oscillating between like 2 to 4 to 2 to 4, 2 to 4, 2 to 4. I was like, I'll probably get the 4 when I trade it. So I just thought I'm just happy to wait. Now
is that the Kiwi broker, BLACKBULL?
yeah, but they've got a UK branch as well.
Okay.
So I've signed up with them because I wanted to. I'm happy with Pepperstone, but I also wanted to diversify. So I've I put it in the Discord. So which platform is better than BLACKBULL? I mean, I use MetaTrader 5. It's just easier because I'll link all my accounts. But I wanted an alternative to Pepperstone. But I wanted to keep the high leverage as well. So BLACKBULL was good for that. I can fund it in pounds. I can fund it in Aussies. I like that feature as well.
I'm going to sign up to it. Haydos just takes a minute because it's a company account, not a personal account. So they ask for about 10 times more paperwork. So once it's done, I'll have a bit more of a chat to you about it. It's a couple of things I want to talk to you about. But yeah, looks good, mate.
Yeah, it is good. So just make sure you use that link so you can get the sign up bonus, and all that.
Yep, definitely doing that. Yeah.
Once you create your account, Nish, did you create? You created an account, haven't you? It's just standard when you first join. Did you use the link to sign up? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, that'll sort it out. So as soon as you because there's no minimum deposit, you can sign up with $1. I mean, you probably can't trade $1, but until to get the Prime account, you just need to deposit a minimum amount. The minimum amount's 500 quid or 1,000, depending on what your base currency is going to be, what you set it as, and then you can upgrade it to the Prime account, which will have the better spreads. But then signing up with that account, then you'll get that 50% sign up bonus as well. So you fund it in put $2,000 in, you'll add another 1,000. Plus all the other goodies as well, which is very nice. But yeah, if there's any questions, just let me know.
Yeah. No, it'll have all that for sure.
Yeah. It's nice having leverage, that's for sure, especially for smaller accounts. Because what I'll do is because some of the prop firms, because I wanted the Pepperstone in the UK are a bit of a pain in the ass. They're okay, but they don't want me to because I mean I'm not sure what I should say, but because I've been with them for so long and it was all in Australia and I want to keep it domiciled in Australia. So when I wanted to sign up, when I wanted a UK account, they're like, oh, okay, we'll just shift everything across the UK. I said, no, I don't want to do that. So then they're like, okay, well, where are you then? I'm like, okay, how about we just leave this conversation? So I wanted an alternative. And now with the prop accounts, because I always have one prop account linked. I have one prop account that I'll trade with, and it's linked to a personal account, so that I if anything, if the prop firm denies payout, whatever, say I make 10%, prop account says I'm not going to pay you, broke some rule. I mean, I've already made 10% on my personal account, so it's not as bad. But the rules for a lot of these prop accounts for the copy trade, because what I wanted was just to have prop 1, prop 2, prop 3, and then my personal accounts as well, all linked. But the prop account, you can't copy your trades from one prop account to another because they want that. It's the ones that I trust anyway. The ones that I trust in their terms and conditions, what they want is you to have the prop account that you're using for them. They don't mind you copy trading, but make the prop account the master account. So you copy. So that's why I trade on the prop, and it copies to my personal. I don't trade on my personal or copy to my prop, if that makes sense. So
yeah, that just sucks because you got terrible spreads. You want to do it the other way around, really, which is why TCT is nice.
fibers are fine. The spreads are good, really good.
I find their spreads horrible on gold.
On fibers,
Yeah.
it's like the same as Pepperstone. But yes, it's the same. So got the other prop account that because I can't go from prop account to prop account because they both want me to be mastered, and there's two others. So what I wanted to do was just and plus I think it's probably best to not have if I make some sort of like mistake or news candle or something. I didn't want to break a rule on all my prop accounts. So I didn't want to cycle. I didn't want to trade like individually, but I could have just two systems. It's one prop with one personal, and then the second prop with another personal. So I've just done that at the moment, but I wanted to be like UK based one, and then my Aussie based one. So that's So anyway, if you've got any question about BLACKBULL, you're interested to get the good leverage, because Pepperstone you get good leverage, but you've got to be a Pepperstone Pro, so you've got a few jumps and hurdles you need to get through. But BLACKBULL is very easy. Okay.
I've just got a couple of questions to ask you about it, Hayden, at some point, but not on not on the group chat.
Yeah.
Are you free for just like 2 minutes after the session today, or I know you got to run to the swimming session, don't you?
I'll have 2 minutes. I'll have 2 minutes. That's all right.
Okay, man. Yeah, no worries.
Yep. Oh, good. Yeah, we'll chat after. Okay, so the German. Now, where are some good levels? Well, we've got the London low right over here. I can't see us being too bullish today, not of this news. But Asia's moved down a long way, so that's always very dangerous when Asia session is very big. What do you guys think? So we know why this is happening, why we've reversed. I mean, I'm so frustrated still. Every time I look at Wednesday, I'm just so pissed off with it. Like, just bullshit price action for the pump. But, I'm pleased. I mean, I didn't get much of it, but I'm pleased that the order has been reset and we've corrected that move, because that was just absolute rubbish rally. Now, we've got the London low, we've got this area, this little consolidation here. So if they've fully rinsed themselves, then I see us going down.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Denny, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Okay, so we've got a little consolidation right here. Okay, so this is Frankfurt Open candle right over here, and we've got a little consolidation. We've got a couple fair value. No, we don't have any fair value gaps. It's kind of pretty efficient. But we've got a little area. So I think if London kind of reject there, then I think we could actually push down into these levels. I just can't see us closing that strong. I mean, New York session could do anything, but there's a lot of danger with unknown on the weekend. So I just can't see, unless we get some certainty. I think it's going to be pretty subdued today, unless they've got some insider knowledge that we're not privy to. So this level looks pretty decent here. So let's see. We've got 2 minutes before the London Open. What do you guys reckon? Reckon we're just going to like You reckon London's going to dump, or do you reckon London's going to do like a little rally first?
I think a rally first.
You reckon?
That's only my opinion.
I'm going with it, mate. You said, now I'm doing it. I'm all in, long.
Full margin.
Full margin. Danny's signal. If we're wrong, we blame him.
Wouldn't be the first time in my life I've been blamed.
Yeah, not the first, not the last. That's what men are for, isn't it?
Higher time frame structures all fairly bearish from what I can see, Hayden.
Yeah.
4 hour, 3 hour.
I just wish Trump let us know before he was going to come on there, and because I've been waiting for this. I knew, something, as I've been saying that there's going to, like, once Trump sets his sights on Europe, and that's why I think the market was a bit cautious on Monday, Tuesday. They were like, oh, okay. And then Wednesday, when there was his schedule was not, there was no media, there's no media appearances for Tuesday late night US time. That the Trump watch was fairly safe. And then that's where the bulls just like rallied hard from there. So, and then 2 days later, he announces on TV that Europe's now in the target, Europe and Canada, and now that we just promptly corrected everything. So it makes sense, man. It absolutely makes sense. Okay, looks like we're going to go straight down. Yeah, okay. Straight down. Retest that black line, see what it did. That was the area.
I read that he imposed tariffs on Canada, but I didn't realize he was also doing that with the EU.
Yeah, EU on Friday. He said letters to go out on Friday.
Oh. Some more badly worded letters full of misspelling and grammatical errors.
Like, what's that thing? Like kids when you have like the three, was it 30? No, it'd be like this: 35% on Europe, and then be like, it says, isn't that close to the 32? Like, oh no, that's meant to be about 5. Yeah, that's why he lives. He just absolutely lives in misinformation, doesn't he? Very good at it. All right, come on. So people willing to sell. So we've got the rally first, like Danny said. Now, taking out Europe. Okay, so taking them out. Let's see if this rejects now. If it rejects, let's see if we can actually push down into these lower areas. Do we have any news today?
Only Canadian.
Just Canadian news, the unemployment.
Given how bullish it was off those lower levels, you see it having a bit of a struggle getting through that.
Down through here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a pretty significant zone, but we've just pumped so much this week. So, but this level is very interesting, and this is that consolidation.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably more likely to take this low eventually.
You're looking for shorts?
Yeah, I'm looking for shorts. I like how it's swept up here. So let's let it turn negative for the session. And I think we can trade back down to retest this area. But if everyone's looking for shorts at the open, that's where London can just they can do some funny business. But I'm sure there's going to be a fair bit of profit taking with this uncertainty. Just got to ride out this initial volatility. But I think once London turns negative, then it'll be sells. Like, so let it break underneath here. Just see if it's like once it's gathered all this, see what they're doing. See if price can push down, turn negative, and then look to go down. Yeah, at the moment though, London's having the rally first. So it's very dangerous with Asia session having like being so big. This is really annoying. Like where prices like in relation to yesterday. So I think it's good. It's got to be cautious. Because you can easily get caught in a squeeze on this price action, a short squeeze. So that's why I want to trade underneath London low. So a little support. See if London can break that, or if this is just going to be we're just going to push up again from here. We'll see. Stochastic's a bit overbought now, at least. Got a little bit of divergence. First sign that this is going to end is the support breaking, but if it's just rejecting here again, then it's then it looks like where's my other chart? This one. This is the one I want. So 15 minutes still oversold. 30, the fast stock is a bit oversold. 1 hour, yeah, we kind of need to break the support. I think we need to be underneath London open first before we can entertain some safer sells. So we've got some bearish divergence now. See if this, I mean, we had this on Wednesday and it failed.
Blimey, I just had a look at Bitcoin.
Yeah, man, crazy. Hey, 118 got to. See, MicroStrategy. There's a whole bunch of MicroStrategy clones now, but
Yeah.
MicroStrategy was at 420. Where is it? There you go.
Yeah, I've got a load of that MicroStrategy in my pension. So,
Doing nicely.
yeah.
Okay, still struggling at this open area. Come on, man. Come on. Hey, Garrett, how are you? Long time no see.
Long time, long time. How are you, bro?
Good, man. You still in London? Are you back?
Yeah, I came back. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in London now. I've been back for a year now.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Back and
Yeah.
forth, yeah.
How's it going in the house of family?
Family's good. Next, second baby's due in a few weeks.
That's great.
Crazy.
I know the last one, but it's already the second one coming on the way.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great. I having a baby a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, you did as well. Far out. That's not.
Yeah.
How many is that now? You got? Is that 7?
No, 8.
8. Holy.
Yeah, full margin.
Yeah, you have full margin in the kids.
Yeah, they grown up. Some of them they already grown up in university.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
And they will grow up before you even know that.
Yeah, that's right.
What's happening this morning? Everything is shocking to the moon.
Yeah.
There's blood.
The Trump factor.
Trump saying bloody words.
Yeah, said he's going to tariff Canada, tariff Europe. So the letters to come out today. So I guess the detail is going to be when that drops. So Asia sold off immensely. What gold's up as well, isn't it? I saw gold pulled back a bit now, but it was up here.
The last issue went all the way down to 50, I think.
Yeah.
She's gonna head down again one more time. It's like last hour, 3 hours candle was checked as well, heavy.
Yeah. You've been trading gold mostly?
Yeah, only gold. Sometimes it's jet.
Yeah.
But yeah, gold.
All right, here we go. We're breaking down now. German. Underneath that London Open now. Now it's take out that low downtown.
Yep. So after today we go down to Freaky Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, anything can happen today.
Yeah, I reckon at least in the next couple hours we're probably heading down to the 20 area.
Yeah. So see if we can break down the rally first, which is good.
Yep.
It pushed up, took out this is the Frankfurt Open, this area.
Yep.
See the timing from 7 o'clock. So precisely, I think it was this candle was the open. No, this blue candle was the open. Okay, price pushed up, now consolidated. London don't want to miss out on a decent price, so they pushed up. And they've got some Frankfurt liquidity, but because of the threat of the tariffs, they don't want to get caught holding the bag. So they couldn't push up too much, so they just pushed up, took out Frankfurt high, and then failed, created that little support, started breaking through that support, took out London Open, and then now it's just downtown. So now we've got Asia low in our sights, and then probably this area. This is a bit of a demand area where pent up demand was. So we'll see whether there are positions still running here.
All right. It's got a lot. Yeah, big room all the way down. Yes, great.
Yeah.
You're looking for buy from there.
No. I'm just looking for sells. So I'm going to sell running once we started breaking underneath here. Just to, as I was saying, like wait for the high to be put in, and wait for it to start trading underneath London Open. And once it starts trading underneath London Open, then it's just downtown. Had the bearish reversal divergence. Yeah, it all made sense.
Yeah, let's see.
Do you think it's worth getting in now, Hayden? I missed that.
Oh, you didn't get in? There's more room to run. Yeah, I think there's more room to run. I think it's going to really probably tank, give back a lot of the gains for the week. The stop loss is not in the best position anymore, though, but I think it's still worth it. Because this threat's like, this market was super overvalued. So there's a lot of, when it gets so overvalued, of all these buys that were put in, all these bids, what that does is it increases the demand to come back, isn't it? So you think of all this money that's been on the table here, pushing this price up in this for like this week, this rally, all that money that's been sat in profits is now, when you get some uncertainty, and that uncertainty arrived in the form of an orange-shaped man calling with his tariffs, there's going to be a huge demand for money to come back as well. So, yeah, man. But the sales are pretty easy here. Just when we look at it, wasn't it? Price is pushed up, had that little rally, and it's just all it was is a top wick. Just take out Frankfurt high. We do have an area which did create a bit of a bounce at this point. So you oversold in the stocky. So it's got more to go down, but as soon as we get oversold, like see like it's this rotate, like it's gone from oversold here, and then that was close to it had a bounce, and then we got overbought here as it was pushing up, had some divergence. So then that was the top, price came back down, we're back oversold, makes sense for a bounce, but just look for it. It's likely just to keep trending down.
Where's your take profit?
Well, I'm out a bit at this point, but I'm looking to targets. I've scaled out, but my target is in this area. So I want to retest this demand zone. Yeah. I think we should still take out Asia low.
My TP was hit.
Yeah, that was a good level. I think there's more to give though in this. Got more to give. So it should take out this area at the very least. To fully correct this, I mean, this will be a full correction then, once this level has been retested. And Asia tried to do it, couldn't, but I'm sure it will. So now it's had a little bit of a bounce from that area. I think like this area where London pushed down from, I'm sure that there will probably be a reaction from here, but then this is where it becomes telling. What does it do once it reacts to this level? Does it keep that trending structure? Does it form a higher low? If it forms a higher low, then that gets a little bit trickier. how much we moved down? Was that 85 pips? Okay, it's nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Well, underneath that London low, under London open, that was a 50 pip move, almost to the dot. That's we're flowing. Alrighty, let's see. Rejection candle, rejection candle, rejection candle. All above the Frankfurt consolidation, which is also very significant, isn't it? Rejecting that Frankfurt supply area. Nice work, Rob.
And that yellow line is the Euro 50% as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, nice one. Nice one. Yeah, let's see now. What are we going to do here? So we've got a nice quick one at least. 20 minutes in, and there was a push up, break the low. Down she went down to the next area. So this zone I've got here, this was a level that was looking at on that Wednesday. So this the triple wicker on the 5 minute. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. What was it? Where was it from? Is it? I'm pretty sure it's a triple wicker. I just can't remember the time frame. Might have been 3 minute. Oh, unless it was this area. Let's check 3 minute. Anyway, maybe it was this bit. Yeah, I think it must have been this bit. So price pushed up, kind of did that that sideways drift. Then it pushed up, broke the highs, came back, retested it, and then pushed up. So this area, it was a demand area. So when this level breaks, then you've got to look to the next one. And this is a normal regulation sort of pullback. But when you get these kind of like drift formations that then lead to another break of the high, that's a telltale sign. That's a pretty strong demand area. So now when we go to the right over here, we're seeing Asia session react from it pretty strongly over here, like kind of like a trend reversal pattern actually. This formation. Inverse head and shoulders, trend reversal pattern, swing here, strong candle, breaks the swing high, retest of that same zone. Now London has come back and retested it again, fairly strong reaction. The next time it hits this level, she'll break, and then I think she can fill this whole space. So trying to find an entry. See like this is where London started those sells. So I think entering. If you've missed the move, I think we can probably give it another go. So it's risky, but I think you can enter like a sell again from around here. Then next time she breaks, and I think she can take out this whole area. So you can either go for a tight stop loss, low risk, or you can go for just give it a bit of breathing room, just because Asia session was so big. But I think that's just retesting this area where London committed to sells. If this trade management, if this area holds and we break that high again, then I think you can just exit this position and look for an entry a bit higher. But if we break underneath this, then it's likely that we're going to replicate this candle, but on the downside, and then breaking this low now for the third time, I think we go far down, much further down, another 100 pips. But this is a critical point, whether London, if they're thinking buy the dip, if they don't think that the tariffs are going to be, because Trump does have a pretty strong track record of all this bluster, and then it just being much meeker than what he suggests. So this could be a buy the dip opportunity, but I think there's a lot of risk whether he's going to be. Stock markets at all-time highs, so I feel like maybe Trump's got a bit more confidence to be a bit more aggressive, and it's a bit annoying that the reporters actually said to him, "What did you think of this? Trump always chickens out." So maybe he's not going to chicken out this time.
Does he need any more confidence? Why he acts?
Yeah. Well, he's a prideful man, isn't he? So, as much as he says he doesn't care about the stock market, I mean, he's greedy as. So, I think that
bullshit.
He's very aware of what the stock market's doing. I mean, his whole first term, he compared himself to if the stock market was up, then he was doing a good job. And you think all of his backers as well are these, like, at his inauguration, it was Elon, it was Amazon, it was Elon, it was Jeff Bezos, it was the Microsoft CEO, it was Mark Zuckerberg. So these guys, they're not going to be happy if he crashes the stock market 50%.
Well, good lead balloon for the stock market is the largest economy in the world, putting tariffs all over everybody. So see how it plans out.
Yeah, but he's also been the media is so bad. So the media will never give him credit for anything as well. So this big beautiful bill and that criticism, none of them are actually talking about how much money is coming in with tariffs. So
300 billion, isn't it?
What's that?
300 billion, wasn't it? I read today. Since he's pulled the tariffs in, he's generated $300 billion worth of extra income.
Right. So a lot of these people, like the CBOE, they, I mean, fairly as well. It was part of their rules when they give forecasts and like budget deficit estimates and things like that. They said that this bill was going to add X trillion to the deficit, but they can't put into their models how much income is going to come in via tariffs until it's written into law. So that was already that was how they've always operated. So fairly, when they say, a lot of people saying, "Oh, but they're not included tariff income." I mean, I'm sure that they would love to exclude it to make it sound like it's a lot more worse than it is. But legally as well, they apparently won't put in their estimates anything that hasn't been signed into law, which makes sense as well. So I'm sure they'll update their estimates when they sign these tariffs into law. But apparently, if business can stay if demand can stay moderately, so they are expecting there to be a hit. But still, even with these tariffs coming in, I think estimates were that with the demand, if people kept their demand, it's going to tax the consumer more. Prices will be higher, but fewer goods will need to be sold. But then a lot of these tariffs can actually erase a lot of the deficit. So we'll see. But I know the media never as much as I'm not I'm impartial to both sides. I do know the media though are never going to tell you the honest truth.
But all that extra income from tariffs, where does it actually come from? Doesn't it mostly come from the American consumer?
Nah, both.
Well, it comes from the importer, doesn't it? The importer has to pay it, so it comes from America.
Yeah, but they pass on those costs to higher prices to the American
Yeah,
consumer.
absolutely. Yeah. It's not like the money's coming from outside America. It's just the importer's got to pay it.
Depends who's selling it, though. It's the seller.
No. Goods into America, the importer has to pay the tariff. So it's not money coming from China or anywhere else. It's the local importer that pays the tariff.
Right.
So that's when he says, we'll get rid of income taxes or whatever. You're just swapping it out for something else. You're making it more expensive for Americans to buy things, but you're giving them, a tax break on their income. Well, it's still the same money coming from the same place. It just looks different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's politicians for you. That's what the UK government did as well. We're not going to raise taxes on individuals, but we'll raise taxes on businesses, and then the businesses will then
Pass it on.
Yeah, pass it on.
But the tax breaks in America aren't particularly designed for the majority of the population.
Yeah,
I don't think they're designed for the higher end.
Yeah.
So I still just wonder whether this idea of raising money to tariffs is really just a smokescreen. I mean, it does anything for the economy.
The whole tariff thing is just flawed logic because the American people end up paying the whole way through.
Yeah, it's rubbish.
But even the idea of relocating companies or creating new industry in America is a bit of a funny one, because in the case of copper, you can't just relocate a company in America and just conjure copper out of thin air. Like, they just don't have that many copper reserves, and so they can't exactly just dig up more. So it's just going to be a massive cost to industry and therefore the consumer.
Yeah. They also
just don't have the manufacturing facilities either to just start building iPhones in the US. They just don't. They're not capable of doing it.
Yeah. I think one of the other ones, I think it was Madagascar as well, that they gave that example, that their biggest export is vanilla essence, and they can't just bring that home. Like you're taxing Madagascar for vanilla essence to try to bring that factory. There's just you can't. It's not growing there. So why are you tariffing something that can't, literally cannot be made there?
That just proves what I was saying before, that the American consumer is going to pay the price for that.
It's not really a tariff, is it? It's a tax.
It's a tax.
Simple as that.
Yeah, it's a tax.
No, it's a form of punishment to Madagascar for having ripped off the American consumer for so long on vanilla.
Yeah.
Well, it's a tax as well, isn't it? A tariff is protection, and it's not protecting their vanilla essence in America because they don't produce it. So it's just a straightforward tax.
No, but the Madagascans have been taking advantage of the American vanilla ice cream consumer. Terrible.
Toby Bell. In his prime.
They can avoid the tariff by just selling Madagascar to America.
Yeah. They'll learn them.
What was that, as well as what was it, Greenland and the Suez Canal as well?
Greenland and Denmark, was it, or something?
But don't forget Canada as well.
Yeah, and Canada.
Oh, Canada, of course, that's a lot. Denmark, Canada.
All right, come on, man. This little support here needs to break.
Yeah.
And if it holds, you'll probably get a better, higher price. See if there's any headlines. I mean, how you guys positioned? Long, short? Let me know.
Short.
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 Mm-hmm.
I'm short again.
Yeah. Yeah, just need to break this wick now. If we can break this wick, we're in a good spot. Come on, you. Just consolidating here as well.
So you think they're gearing themselves up for the push down, Hayden?
Yeah.
We hope.
I think we hope. The one thing I'm just concerned about is how much it's already moved, and if everyone's willing to go short, if London don't think that there's going to be a rug pull by people that have been sat in profits from entries way lower, London could easily push price up to where there may be weaker hands.
Yeah.
To then get a better sell price.
And NASDAQ's down, S&P's down as well.
Yeah, but
so let's hope.
I don't think so though. I think if it was maybe even more of a drop, and if it had broken out past some of these previous swings lows down here, then there could be that there's some positioning that is stuck in longs from a high price, and London could potentially try push price up to those levels to be able to close some of those longs for break even, for example. But I don't think there are many institutional players holding longs much above here. I think all this was more pushed on by retail that are now holding the bag up here. And smart money would have been in this move from way down here. So if they sense threats, they could just be further leaving. And I think it should just be we should just drop, but anything can happen. It's only probabilities. There's no certainties here.
I got into your Aussie New Zealand yesterday.
Oh yeah, good on.
And did you see what happened this morning? As soon as it opened, it dropped, but it was 10 pips off my take profit. And I was just kind of, I missed it. I missed it by half an hour, and it's gone past my. I'm in a loss again now. Just hoping it'll come back down.
What?
But I don't think it happened today.
Wait, where did you buy? You're buying. The idea.
I bought. Hold on, let me have a look. Let me see. I bought. No, I was selling on the counter trend. You remember you said yesterday. At 109.173, and it was hovering around that when I went to bed last night. But then it just dropped first thing this morning in the first minute, I think, down to 108. I think whatever that is, something like 108.556, and I was 108.488.
Oh, why'd you short?
To take profit, and I missed it. And it just, by the time I looked at it, it was right back up to where I bought, and then it's just grinded forward higher. It's just coming down a little bit now, dipping a bit now, but I don't know.
Right. The idea was the buy.
Yeah, but you said there was a counter trend there, and then
I said that potentially there's a counter trend if because of this previous high. That once we break it, we could pull back a little bit to reload before going up again. So potentially you could have taken counter trend from that.
I did, and it did come down all in the first minute of this morning.
Yeah, like 12.
And then went through the roof
on the open. Yeah. So this is like the danger. Like when you look at counter trends, is like. When prices, because I put this idea yesterday morning, like around here. It was around here somewhere. that when I put this idea
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
And when price, because what happened is price consolidated across here, and then price pushed up into this yellow area, which was that previous high to the left.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, because this structure is formed after I put that post in, so now this is your opposing level, and this is what you're saying is that it got within a pip or two.
Yeah, to within a whisker of that.
Yeah.
And I was on the top of that, and it just missed out, and then just went straight back up again.
Yeah.
In the first 5 minutes or whatever, and I missed it. I couldn't get out because I wasn't sitting in front of the computer at the time.
Yeah. That's the danger of like counter trends. Is that they can easily just bounce off your opposing levels and they keep on going up.
Well, I think it must have opened lower actually, right where your circle is there. It must have opened there, so it dropped an awful lot.
Yeah, I mean Aussie Kiwi, it's not something that I usually trade because the volatility is not there. So even this drop, that was like 12 pips, so it's not a lot. But then also at that time of day, the spread would be pretty high,
massive as well.
Yeah. So even if it actually touched your take profit, I doubt it would have closed out. That's just the shitty part about Forex is this first hour.
Yeah. Okay.
But we'll see if it comes down. And
well, I've got any today because they cut me off.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I'm struggling a bit really.
We'll see. It might get down. I mean, it's only 8 pips away before it starts getting to these areas. So otherwise, I thought we could potentially go up to these yellow lines. That was my target for this swing
I'm
trade.
hoping it comes down. I'll just get out of it before close the place tomorrow.
Sure. All right, German, come on, man. You've just been sat here for long enough. It's time to make a move. Time to go.
Come on.
Yeah, break you bastard. Just
pushed it.
Go on, get out of here.
Yes, come on.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just break that low again and then just crater.
Down to it.
Come on. All right. Oh yeah. The balance has been restored again after that hiccup on Wednesday.
Do you think there was a rejection there, Hayden?
No, man. I think it's just gonna keep on grinding. You mean this wick? You think that wick was a rejection?
Yeah, on the minutes chart.
Oh, on the minutes. No, I think it's this is a strong level. So the more times it hits it, the weaker it gets. Eventually, it's going to break. The weight of these higher time frames will take it down. It's just painful watching it. So I'm sure that if you walked away and then came back, you'll see it will just be dropping down. I can't see it just, I mean, it's possible, but I think it's a low probability for it to stop here.
Would you get? I've just closed my position there. Would you get back in now, or would you wait to go up a bit more?
Oh, good question. Good question, actually. If I hadn't taken a trade, so if I wasn't in here, would I feel comfortable getting in now? Lower risk. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I was in profit for the day, then if I was in profit for the day and I thought now, I'd go lower risk to get back in to see that if this level can hold. But I wouldn't be surprised if it broke above here by any means, given this level. So if it was my first trade of the day, what I'd want to wait for, I wouldn't get in now. I'd want to see if this level can react, and then say if price respected this level, or even just like even if it broke up marginally, but then it was starting to push down, then I'd want to wait for all of this to happen and then get back in, anticipating that that now is coming down for the fourth time of the day. Now could be the time that it's gonna break. I'll still give it a reasonable stop loss because the risk reward is still in your favor, but not ideal entering at the lows of the day if it was your first trade. But if you're already in profit, then it could. Oh, sorry guys, I've just got a phone call coming. 1 second. Hello. Hey buddy, how are you? Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the stream right now still. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Okay, great. Cool. I'll let them know. So I had one sign up already, and I've got a few others that are gonna they want to ask me questions as soon as I finish the stream. One of them's got a company account, so he's gonna deposit like a fair chunk. So he just needed some questions about. He's asked me about that. Yeah, so how quickly does it show up on, because I checked the partners thing and it showed that there was no one signed up, but he signed up, he hasn't deposited anything, he just had some questions that when he signed up, because he thought he could click on Prime account straight away, but I said you need to sign up as a standard account, then deposit, then upgrade to Prime account. But when should it show? Should it show on my partner's account as soon as he clicks on the link? Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah, brilliant. Cool. All right, I'll sort that out after the stream. Yeah. Awesome. Cool, mate. Good timing. All right. Thanks for the call. I'll get back to the stream. Okay. Bye-bye. All right. Sorry about that. I see, Justin. Oh, you're probably gone. Would you move your stop loss to BE? Depends on where your entry is. Where niche? Sorry, where was the entry? Was it up here, or was it yeah? Where was it? Or was it higher? It also depends if you've scaled already. So if you've scaled out, as in taken some profits, then you can have an option of not wanting to give anything back by bringing your stop to break even, or you can just reduce your risk. If you move to break even, there's a pretty high chance that we get caught with a candle that does something like this, especially around the hour coming to a close. We can get caught with the top wick, and then eventually it could just like end up breaking down. And what this top wick does is just stop you out, which is a pain in the ass. If you've already secured, you can just leave your stops where it was, have more chance of surviving any pullback. But then, look, if it does stop you out, you've already made some profit. So it might be a break even total. But if you're holding a full position and you really don't want to give anything back, then you could go completely break even and hope we don't get stopped out. But if it does push up and it rejects here, you just need to be comfortable getting back in again. So there's a few options on how to play it. It depends on. It's always case by case. Sounds like a cop-out answer, but it really does determine. Like, it matters how well you're in profit for the week, for the day, where your entry was, risk tolerance. If price had broken underneath here, then I'd be more comfortable to say, look, I think once we've already pushed down and broken these lows, I think break even will be fine. But where price is here, I think going to break even, there's just too much chance that it does pop back up and take you out. So you kind of got to let it breathe a bit longer.
A bit of wriggle room.
Exactly. Yeah. There's opening hour still prone to a lot of volatility, but it's looking good. It's looking really good. So just had to. I mean, we didn't have to overcomplicate today. There was a lot of reason to look for downside. So price shot down. It rallied at the start, like Danny said. So we went full margin. No, not really. But we waited for the buy to start. Made sense. Came back up to this area of supply. Rejected. Came back down. Very nice. Dropped about 80 odd pips. Price has come back up. Done a little retest. Stuck here for like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, which is painful to watch. But now it's starting to break down. And then once we clear this area, man, there's nothing underneath this. Could get a little reaction from this specific number, but once we're inside of this structure, there's literally nothing until the bottom third of it. So 220 would be a very easy target for these sells. But pretty straightforward day, thankfully. So I really only had one hiccup this week. That was bloody Wednesday, man. Just still is just as much as I'm always going to be frustrated with a day like that. It just really pisses me off when I see a day that was just one direction. I really hate these days because when they happen, you just, I mean, if you expected to see that, then well played. But German has that double-sided volatility enough that, you know, look at all these other previous days. If you want to just, like, all I do is play probabilities. I just try to be on the percentage play. And the percentage play was not to expect something like this. As much as these can happen, and maybe I was a fool from trying to fight, like maybe I should have just not fought it. I mean, I took two trades, break even, and loss. I'm not going to, whatever. But if I want to just continue making money over time, I've got to expect days that are more like these ones, because these are the more likely scenarios for each day. This day it does happen, especially when the bulls are just like rallying. They probably could have done a bit better job understanding the context, so I know where's room for me to improve on that. But that's just not that's an atypical day. And now we've got more of a normal day like yesterday, where price kind of did its thing. And did you end up taking, Paul? Remember I was saying yesterday that you're asking precisely around it was about this time whether to jump in for sells, and I was saying that I'd rather just wait for the same thing as today.
I didn't, and I regret. I didn't trade yesterday in the end, so I've just missed it. I thought, but I should have done really.
Yeah, remember, like this is what you're saying. Like, would I jump in for sales now? It's like wait for it to reject, and then wait for the high to be in, and it's coming back down. If you still think it's bearish, like the third, like this is once, twice, 3 times it tested this level. Now, once it's retest, like this is the area where price accumulated, and then it started pushing down from. This was the retest. So just being patient, wait for that retest. Got back into overbought. Don't need to sell the overbought, but once it's breaking down, you still think the pressure's to the downside, and it's very easy for the pressure to be downside when price had rallied so much. Eventually, once it started breaking out, it was just down she went.
Yeah.
So, and then this was kind of I had a feeling, like I've been saying all week, that the market was complacent, that there's something was going to happen. I'm just waiting for Trump to turn his attention to Europe. Just had no idea when it was going to happen, and bloody annoying that it happened at 1 a.m. But that's freaking trading for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now look like we're coming down nicely. Come on, just break this area. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to start getting ready. So I'm glad we got some little trades in now before, like in the first hour. Didn't have to wait too long, which is good. But I'm gonna have to get ready to make a move. Maddie's first swimming lesson. I'm not sure. Does she need a swimming hat?
Just throw her in the deep end. She'll be right.
Literally just throw her in the deep end.
Yes, she does, Hayden.
She does. Yes, I've got everything ready for her. I just don't have a swimming hat for her, but I'm sure they'll sell them there. No,
they'll sell them there.
Yeah, okay. She's got long hair now, so I don't.
Definitely needs one.
Yeah, I'll see what they say. Like, it'd be hard to put a swimming hat on her, I think. I'll just get a glove. Like, she looks like a rooster.
It's all right if you don't, Hayden, but if you've still got that couple of minutes spare,
that's
or chat later. Up to you.
That's what I'm gonna.
Is that all right?
I'm gonna head off now, so I've got 5 minutes for you. All right, guys.
Perfect.
So I think the plan is set. It's taken its time to break down, but once it breaks down, if we can find, hopefully, just don't get any silly buggers. But once we're breaking down under this level, I believe that we will continue going downtown and retesting this. I'll just remind you, this area. This is that structure that created that move. We'll see if the buyers are still there or if there's leftover orders here. But once we're breaking this low, I'm sure we're going to retest this. We might bounce off the top of it, but once we close inside of it, I'm sure we go down. Depending on the severity of these tariffs or this news, or if it's unexpected or if it's not as bad as they thought, we'll see if price wants to keep on going down further. At the moment, the initial targets are just like here, then the bottom third, and then the bottom of it. And then we'll see what's happening once it's breaking the low, if it is breaking the low. All right, guys. So well played.
Thanks, Hayden. Enjoy the weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Hayden.
This week was fairly smooth.
Bye, everyone.
But I'll see you guys. Hit me up in Discord if you need. Otherwise, I'll see you guys when I see you.
Thanks,
Bye,
Hayden.
everyone.
Okay.
Yes, mate.
Take care, guys. Bye bye.